Hello, welcome to another in this free series of tapping for students to get through better learning, and easier recalling. So, one of the big issues that come up is fear of failure. Is that something that you've experienced? Fear of failing, fear of um, letting someone down, perhaps, or fear of repeating a failure that you've had in the past? So I want you to get in your mind something specific about that. What is it that you're afraid of failing? What is the reason that you're afraid of failing? Is it that you'll disappoint someone? Is it that you've wasted all this time? Is it that you've failed previously and you don't want to repeat that failure? Think about the specific piece of it and give it a number out of 10 for how intense it feels. Okay. When you've got your number, if you need to think about that, stop the recording for a bit, come back when you're ready, and then tap on the side of your hand here and say, even though I'm afraid of failing because, and you fill in the gap, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Even though I'm afraid of failing because I deeply and completely accept myself. One more time. Even though I'm afraid of failing because, put in your words, I choose to accept myself anyway. Okay. And come to the top of your head, afraid of failing. This fear of failure. Side of eye, this fear of failure. Under eye, this fear of failure. Under nose, this fear of failure. Under lip, this fear of failure. Collarbone, this fear of failure. Underarm, this fear of failure. On the wrist, this fear of failure. Side of the hand, this fear of failure. And crown, this fear of failure. Take a big breath now. And just think about that thing again, whatever it was, I'm afraid of failing because, and just see how it feels now. What we're hoping is that it will come down, down, down. And the more you tap around the points, the more it will come down. Also, the more you tap around the points and do another round and another round until you don't feel fear about whatever the original thing was. However, it might peel off, almost like an onion peeling. It might peel off layers of something else that you're afraid of. So take note of that. It's important information. And then you come back and do another round, even though I'm afraid of failing because when I brought my school report home in grade 7 and I got all A's but one D, my parents focused on the D. And I'm afraid of letting people down because I let my parents down. Something like that. It might be something entirely different to that, but you will get a clue as you do the tapping around the points. Keep going with it because you really can just change your whole experience of study if you can delete the fear of failure. It's really important. When you delete that fear of failure, you can come at your work with much more clarity and calm, learn things more easily, recall things more easily. So it's worth a few minutes of tapping every day if you can on whatever comes up for you in these sessions. Keep your notebook handy so that you can make a note, and I'll see you in the next video.